Welcome back to our Eskimos channel, where we unravel some of the toughest life lessons and insights for you. Today we present 15 lessons hardest to unlearn. You know, life has a funny way of teaching us things that, while they might seem right at the time, don't always serve us well in the long run. It's like wearing a pair of shoes that fit perfectly as a child, but pinch and hurt as you grow older. Well, today we're going to dive deep into 15 of those lessons that might be holding you back, and I'm going to share some insights on how to break free from them. Let's get ready to unlearn and unlock our true potential together. Lesson 1, my friends, is something I've learned from so many successful people over the years. You don't need a high-paying, glamorous job to get rich. So many of us are raised with this idea that success equals a corner office and a fancy title. But the truth is, wealth can be found in the most unexpected places. Passion and hard work, my friends, are often the magic ingredients. Think about it. What are you naturally drawn to? What problems are you passionate about solving? That's where you'll find true fulfillment and, yes, even wealth. It's time to redefine success on our own terms. Lesson 2 is to stop viewing money as scarce. And let me tell you, this one can be a game changer. When we operate from a scarcity mindset, we approach money from a place of fear. We hoard it, we're afraid to invest it, and we constantly worry about not having enough. But when we shift our perspective to one of abundance, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Suddenly, there's enough to go around, enough to pursue our dreams, enough to give back to others. How? They believed in abundance. They saw opportunities where others saw obstacles. Start by acknowledging the abundance all around us, the beauty of nature, the love in our lives, the simple joys that money can't buy. Now, lesson 3 is close to my heart because I've seen firsthand how it can change lives. Good things don't always just come to those who wait. While patience is a virtue, success often involves being proactive, taking initiative, and creating our own opportunities. You see, waiting for things to fall into place can sometimes mean letting life pass us by. But what sets them apart is their willingness to act, to learn, to get back up when they stumble. Instead of waiting for opportunities to appear, let's create them, seek them out, and make things happen. Chapter 4. Lesson 4 is all about letting go of the past. Always remember, as the world evolves, advice from previous generations may no longer apply. Now, I'm all for respecting our elders and learning from their experiences, but it's important to remember that the world is constantly changing. What worked for our parents or grandparents might not necessarily work for us today. Holding on to outdated advice can actually hold us back from embracing new possibilities. So, let's honor the wisdom of those who came before us, but also have the courage to forge our own paths. Chapter 5. Lesson 5. Debunking the myth. Initially, it's more effective focusing on one profitable opportunity rather than trying to have 7 income streams. Now, I know we hear a lot about diversifying our income and having multiple streams of revenue. And while that's certainly a worthy goal, it's important to remember that spreading ourselves too thin can actually hinder our progress. It's like trying to juggle too many balls at once. Eventually, they're all going to come crashing down. When we focus our energy and attention on one thing at a time, we're more likely to succeed. It allows us to develop our skills, build a strong foundation, and create something truly meaningful. What's the one thing you can focus on that will have the biggest impact? Chapter 6. Moving to Lesson 6. Remember that breakfast being the most important meal of the day came from a marketing strategy, not a health necessity. We've all heard it a million times. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And while a nourishing breakfast can certainly be beneficial, it's not necessarily the be-all and end-all of a healthy diet. The truth is, this widely accepted belief originated from a marketing campaign to sell more cereal. Our bodies are unique, and we all thrive on different schedules and eating patterns. Some people function best with a hearty breakfast, while others prefer to intermittent fast or eat their first meal later in the day. Listen to your body, find what works best for you, and nourish yourself in a way that feels right. Lesson 7 reminds us that avoiding extreme allegiances and embracing open-mindedness allows for balance. In a world that often feels polarized and divided, it's easy to get caught up in extreme viewpoints. But clinging too tightly to any one ideology can limit our growth and understanding. So let's challenge ourselves to listen with an open heart and mind, even when we encounter beliefs that differ from our own. And Lesson 8, even those with average intelligence can build wealth through sound business acumen. Now, let's dispel this myth that you need to be a genius to be successful in business. While intelligence is certainly an asset, it's not the only factor that determines success. The truth is, many highly intelligent people struggle in business, while others with average intelligence thrive. Why? Because they understand the importance of hard work, perseverance, and making smart decisions. Believe in yourself, focus on developing your business acumen, and remember that success is often a marathon, not a sprint. Remember for Lesson 9, opportunities are actually abundant for those prepared to seize them. So often we hear people say, "Oh, there are just no opportunities out there." But I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. The truth is, opportunities are all around us, often disguised as challenges or even failures. It's our perspective that determines whether we see them or not. So let's shift our perspective and start seeing the abundance of opportunities that surround us. Chapter 10. Lesson 10 challenges us to stand out and challenge mediocrity. In a world that often encourages conformity, it's easy to blend in and follow the crowd. But true fulfillment comes from embracing our uniqueness and daring to be different. So let's embrace our individuality, our quirks, our passions, and let's use them to make our mark on the world. Chapter 11. With Lesson 11, experience comes from doing, and you don't have to be an expert to start. Now, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to be experts before we can pursue our passions or launch our dreams. But the truth is, experience is often the best teacher. We learn by doing, by making mistakes, by getting our hands dirty. The journey of learning and growth is often more rewarding than the destination itself. Chapter 12. Lesson 12. True self-value comes from within, not from outside. Now this is a big one, my friends, because so many of us spend our lives seeking validation from external sources, from our careers, our relationships, our possessions. But the truth is, true self-worth comes from within. It's about recognizing our inherent value as human beings, regardless of our achievements or what others think of us. When our sense of worth is dependent on external factors, it becomes fragile and fleeting. So let's cultivate a deep sense of self-worth from within. Chapter 13 challenges us to question popular consensus and seek diversity. In a world of information overload, it's easy to get swept away by popular opinion. But it's important to remember that just because something is widely accepted doesn't necessarily make it true. So let's cultivate a healthy skepticism, think critically, and seek out information from a variety of sources. Chapter 14. Value is subjective and varies among individuals. What makes you happy might not bring joy to others. Now this one's important because it's easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others, wondering why we're not more like this person or why we don't have what that person has. But the truth is, what brings one person joy might not resonate with another. Our values, our passions, our definitions of success are all unique to us. So let's define success on our own terms and create a life that feels authentic and meaningful to us. And the final lesson, 15. Live a life that you're proud of, regardless of what others think. This one really sums it all up because at the end of the day, the most important thing is to live a life that feels true to ourselves, a life that we can look back on with pride. The truth is, it doesn't matter what others think. What matters is that we're living in alignment with our values, pursuing our passions, and making a positive impact on the world in our own unique way. So let's live our lives with intention, with courage, and with a deep sense of purpose. Let's chase our dreams, embrace our authentic selves, and create a life that we're proud to call our own. So as you journey through life, try unlearning these outdated lessons and welcome in the new opportunities on your path towards a more fulfilling life. Remember, it's never too late to challenge old beliefs, to embrace new perspectives, and to create a life that truly lights you up. What's an important lesson you've had to unlearn? Share with us in the comments below and inspire change. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining your light bright.